Did you know there's an appraisal contingency built into the agreement of sale? Check it out now. What's up, everybody? We are talking about how the contract reads when it comes to financing. Meaning, in Section 8 of the Agreement of Sale in Pennsylvania, there's a mortgage contingency. If it's waived, don't even watch this show. Don't worry about it. But if you need to get financing, or you're a seller and the buyers are likely coming in with a mortgage contingency, which is the vast majority of the time, 96, 97% of the time by our records, you're gonna wanna pay attention. So what a lot of agents don't realize, there's two ways that an appraisal contingency comes into play. Most people think it's when the appraisal contingency, which is a separate addendum, I've got it right here, if you want a copy, connect with me. When that's attached, the home has to appraise for the purchase price. The way this contingency reads is that there's a contingency period that the appraisal has to get done, and within that period, the buyer has to order the appraisal, get it done, and if the home doesn't appraise for the purchase price or the dollar amount checked in Section 1 of the addendum, then it defaults to really two options, which is they can terminate the agreement or they can renegotiate the terms with the seller. So what the appraisal contingency does, it spells everything out. So it makes it very clear, okay, if this, then that, which is a great thing when you're dealing with contracts. Gray areas can create confusion, stress, people get worked up. Here's the thing a lot of agents don't know. I just went through this on a transaction and had to explain this to the agent on the other side. So in Section 8 on the mortgage contingency, if you look at line, looks like 96 here, I need some reading glasses and the numbers are small. So they have a loan to value ratio that's plugged in along with the rest of the terms of the mortgage. So they have the loan amount, term of the mortgage, typically 15, 30 years, usually 30. The type of mortgage, conventional, FHA, VA, or if it's a jumbo, if the purchase price and the mortgage amount is higher. The name of the lender and the loan to value ratio. So that's really based on what the purchase price is, based on the amount of the loan. Typically, we're seeing numbers like 80%, 90%, 95%. That's usually what's entered in there. And then they have a range for the interest rate. So here's what a lot of agents don't realize. What it means when a home has to appraise is that you have a sale price, let's use an even number of $500,000. If the appraisal is done by a third party on a rotating list from the buyer's lender, if they do not value the home at that price at $500,000, then it's going to throw off the loan to value ratio without changing the terms of the loan. So again, this has to be renegotiated because the whole agreement is contingent upon the buyer getting a loan based on the terms in Section 8. So when a loan to value ratio is entered into line 96, it's effectively an appraisal contingency without spelling out exactly what happens. So this is a lot of legal stuff. It's a standard Pennsylvania Association of Realtors contract. A lot of paperwork, a lot of small print to read through. So if you've got questions about this, definitely reach out to us. This is something where it's important you know what you're signing. And if your agent is not giving you a copy of the agreement to go through the first time they meet you, you might want to reevaluate who you're working with. Any questions on this, how this works, you know where to reach me? We'll be back next week.